Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a great friend of mine with me, Leisa Welch, who is also a professional makeup artist, and she is here to show us how to crack the winged eyeliner. Now when it comes to eyeliner, I think this is probably in makeup, this is probably one of the hardest things to kind of get, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's why I've brought in the big guns today to show us how it's done. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial where Leisa's showing us all the tips and tricks to cracking a winged eyeliner.
Right. What I like to do is get the model to look forward, and you can see from where the eye goes up, just follow that eye line with a little pencil, and I just put a tiny bit on to begin with. So I'm going to get you to look at me. Well, not me, but a foot forward, yeah. And follow that line along. And just do like a little line. Right. That's how I start. So I just follow the line and then I do the same to the other side. So what you want to do is look in the mirror. Okay. Look downwards.
So are you following the bottom lash line?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then everybody's uneven, so you kind of have to have a little look in the mirror and see if it's even to your eye as well.
So I'm not the only one with uneven eyes then?
Everybody is. And then you just kind of keep working from there. So once you've got the kind of shape you want, or how long it's going to be, then you close the eyes, and then you work that line a bit harder. And then what I want to do is go from that corner and pull it across the eye. So going from that corner and working across the eye to the middle, filling that line in. And then you have a look, open your eye. And you see, there's not enough showing here. It's only like a little tiny wing. So what I'm going to do is bring it a little bit more so that you see a little bit more of it.
Right.
And it's all the different shapes of eyes, you have to think about that. And close. I'm just going to make it a little bit more intense so you see a little bit more.
So you need quite a steady hand too.
Well, the other thing to do is, you see I lean my little finger on the cheekbone.
Right.
That stops me moving, because if I was going to do it like this, it would just be so hard for me to get a straight line. So I'm leaning on here, and then look downwards, and then you don't have the wobbles. And then what I'm going to do is get you to look forward. I'm going to go under the eye. A little bit. And into that corner. And I'm going to pull the eye up, look downward, close, and I'm just going to go along the lash line, and I pull it up so that I get as close to the lash line as possible, because you don't want a gap of black and then a white stripe, or skin tone stripe between. And then what I want to do is go along your inner upper waterline. So
right.
If you look downwards and you just pull the eye up and you go inside that waterline.
And what does this do?
This basically just sort of elongates the amount of eyeliner on there, so it makes you look like you've got a thicker eyelash line and a thicker eyeliner. And it just closes the eyes up a little bit, makes them a little bit sexier rather than round. I'm just going to go on the lid, just up to where the eyeliner is. You can do this before you do the eyeliner, but that's for people who are really good at it. You don't want to be doing this before and then having to do lots of touch-ups on the eyeliner, so that's why I'm doing it this way around. Just a nice soft warmth on your lid. It's got a bit of shimmer to it, which is quite pretty. And
It's still keeping it quite natural.
Yeah, I like it. I think if you've got a really dramatic eye, you really don't need to add too much eyeshadow on top of it.
So where you've got a little bit of eyeshadow there over the liner, it's easy just to sort of touch that up when you're finished?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, I'll do that right at the end. Sometimes it just does drop down a little bit. And then I'm just going to use a warm colour, sort of shadowy looking, and just in the crease line. What you need to do with this is you put it on, but you really need to blend it out because you don't want any hard lines when you've already got a hard line on your eye. I'm going to put it on.
So you're just putting that in the crease, following the crease?
Yeah, just a little bit above the crease line, but really subtly. And I'm just going to really blend it out.
And why did you go above the crease line?
Just because if it's in the crease, you're not actually going to see it, and also it can start making people look a little bit hollowed.
Right.
So you want that sort of intensity without making it look hollowed. And with that same colour, I'm going to soften that line under your eye. So go along that line and just soften it a little bit.
So using some shadow as well as sort of blending out the liner?
Yeah,
right.
It just sort of makes it look like you've got heavier eyelashes on the bottom, so and you don't have such a hard line. Because as much as it's beautiful on the top to have that hard line, underneath it can be a little bit harsh. And that's so flattering. And I'll finish that off once I've done the foundation, so it's smooth it in a little bit better. And where I made that little bit of a boo-boo, I'm just going to go over the top of it. It's disappeared now. Now we're going to add some mascara.